Alright, so before the video starts, I just want to let you know that I do have a Patreon. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing my full uncut reactions and the full length reactions, the link to my Patreon is in the description, and you'll also be able to see the reactions a few days or like a week early. So yeah, if you're interested in that, the link is in the description. But as for now, let's get straight into the reaction. Alright, so welcome back to another reaction on the channel. Today, we're going to be continuing the Expanse. And yeah, pretty much going on to episode 6. I'm really excited to get straight into this episode. And yeah, I mean, I say that every single time, but to be honest, this show has just been so amazing so far. And I'm absolutely loving each episode. I really can't wait to get into this episode. But yeah, at the end of the last episode, Miller has been kidnapped, abducted. I presume it's the OPA that has kidnapped him, because it looked like it was the OPA. They like tased. But yeah, he also found that information chip, or I think it was a memory crypt. I'm not quite sure what he found, but he found something really important. And I said, like, in that moment, that that's going to play such a big role in the story, because someone did leave me a comment about how significant Miller's hat is in, like, the latest seasons. So I presume that that chip in his hat plays such a vital role. And yeah, I can't wait to see where that's going to develop. So yeah, the OPA is actually called the Outer Planet Alliance. And obviously it represents the Belters and the second-class citizens in a way. And it's kind of like a voice to them to protest their freedom. And obviously there's less extreme versions of them. There's just peaceful protesters, but obviously we saw the more violent ones, and obviously terrorism, like the people that spiked the detective guy. And obviously Anderson Dawes, who was introduced to him, he's like a really powerful and respected, well feared Belter pretty much, and he is a powerful OPA member. Well, he's kind of looked up to in that aspect. So yeah, someone left me a comment about that, which is really useful for me to understand. And obviously last episode, we pretty much got the flashbacks from 11 years ago on the Anderson station. And obviously we was introduced to Butcher, because the title of the episode was Return to the Butcher, pretty much. And yeah, we learned all about Fred Johnson, how brutal he is, pretty much. And that's also the guy that we saw is like the main mechanic, or I'm not quite sure what it was, but he's like the main engineer on... I'm not quite sure where it was, but obviously there was a scene between him and that guy in the suit saying, due to your OPA connections, we're going to have to pretty much demote you, pretty much. And he was saying, you have a 100 million mile expedition that you're planning, so you sure you want to be doing that, mate? Because I pretty much know everything, and everyone that works for me will pretty much leave if you do that. So yeah, you don't want to be messing with Fred Johnson. But yeah, it was really sad what happened to all the people on the Anderson station. Obviously, they was trying to surrender. They was just peacefully, well, not peacefully, they was protesting in kind of a violent manner. They took over the station pretty much, but they was just protesting because they wanted their kids to have a good future and not to be riddled with all these cancers pretty much. So it was a fair request. And yeah, the UN just pretty much ignored them when they tried to surrender. And Fred Johnson ended up blowing it up and killing all the civilians, including the children. That is messed up. But yeah, I'm really interested going into this episode to find out, like, our crew, obviously Naomi, James, and Amos, and Alex. I'm really interested what will happen with our crew meeting Fred Johnson. And obviously they're going to go to this place. He said to, like, change the name. And, oh yeah, what was the name? It was like, I can't remember, but it was a Spanish. And Amos was like, oh yeah, I used to know a woman named that name. I think it was, I'm not going to remember. But yeah, they changed the name, and obviously now they're going to be en route to Fred Johnson, so it's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen there. And obviously we saw all the police and the detectives. They're pretty much all going after the OPA. The OPA guy that spiked their detective. They literally said, if he somehow falls out the airlock and he dies, well, that's just how life is, I suppose. And yeah, it was actually Anderson Dawes that gave Miller the information relating to the guy, because he was in the OPA safe house. And obviously Anderson wanted information surrounding Julie in return. So if Miller finds any information relating to Julie, like what happened to her, where she is, that kind of stuff, he will tell Anderson. And yeah, there's way more to Anderson than we know right now, because he knows way more about Julie than he's letting on. Because yeah, we got information from that guy, the guy that pretty much grabbed Julie and then got his ass handed to him pretty much. And he said that before Julie went on the Scopuli, the ship that obviously the fake distress call and ended up in all the shit happening, Country again exploded, the Donahue being self-destructed, all that stuff. Before that, Julie got really close to Anderson, and yeah, they were spending a lot of time together. And she actually, I've got it on my notes here actually. Yeah, she was working very close to Anderson and was working in the mines, and she had to take anti-cancer meds. So yeah, that's a really interesting point that I forgot to mention, that she actually was having to take meds to, so obviously she was working in the Belter mines, and we even saw like the protesting on the Anderson station. They was protesting about how bad the mines are, and that their children and them themselves were getting all these diseases pretty much from the mines and from all this stuff resulting from space, pretty much all these diseases and conditions. And yeah, so Julie must have had a condition or something, and she had to take these medications to obviously avoid getting killed or something. So yeah, I thought that was a really interesting point to make, because obviously Anderson is definitely the most mysterious character so far. I really want to find out more about him and see what he knows, because he knows so much more than he's letting on. So it's me really interested to see what's going to happen with that. And obviously, well, I was going to say if Miller investigates that, but Miller's been kidnapped, so what now for Miller? That's a really interesting thing going into this episode, to find out what's happened to Miller, who's kidnapped him. I mean, obviously I think it is the OPA, but why would the OPA abduct Miller when they've literally just tried to kill, well, not the OPA, but one of the OPA members have just tried to kill another detective, and now if they're abducting Miller, then the whole police unit are going to go after him. So I don't see what they gain from that, unless it was actually Anderson like saying to abduct Miller. But why would he do that? He literally gave Miller information. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think it is the OPA, but it's going to be interesting to see if it's just like a bunch of them acting on their own, or if it's some bigger conspiracy to abduct Miller. So yeah, it's been really interesting to find that out. Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention that the rat, obviously we saw the rat, and when Miller went to that place, I'm not quite sure what that place is. If someone could clarify what it was, because obviously Miller found out the code to this place, and he went through the back, and he saw this rat, or like this mouse or whatever, with like a memory chip, or I'm not sure if it is a information chip or a memory crypt. So obviously we saw on the data broker, the guy had a memory crypt, and he obviously was a data broker, and he had really important information files in that memory crypt inside. So I'm not sure if it's one of them, because obviously if it's one of them, then it's bound to be Julie's memory crypt, or just an information chip that Julie perhaps stored and contains really vital information pretty much. So it's going to be really interesting to find out about. Oh yeah, another person also left me a comment saying that the data broker actually took the identity of the guy in space. So the guy in space and the data broker, they aren't the same person. It's not like some crazy shit going on there. The data broker on series actually just took the identity of the slingshot driver, the one we saw get killed pretty much when Miller walked in. So yeah, that's clarified that, so thank you for that comment. But yeah, that detail of Miller putting that information chip, or like that memory crypt, in his hat, that's going to play such a big role in the story, and I'm really excited to see where that's going to go, because I did have a comment, I think I said at the start of this reaction actually, but someone left me a comment saying that little thing, well, Miller's hat plays a vital role in the story, and yeah, so I'm really interested to see where that's going to go. And obviously that memory chip, that's been showed for a reason. It's going to play such a major role in the story, and I can't wait to see what that's going to unravel pretty much. What's on the memory crypt, what's on the information chip, what is on that. It's going to play such a vital role, and I can't wait to find that out. Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to mention. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, obviously we have my theory about the thing back in episode 1, all that blue infection stuff, and that is actually like a portal to another universe where this military power is so advanced that they are levels above Mars and Earth. And the thing is, I'm not quite sure, because I didn't mention this detail, but James Holden actually said that he has sold the ship before, but we didn't get an answer. I'm not sure if we did actually. I might have to go back and double check pretty much, but he said he did see these ships before. So where's he seen them? Like, what is it about these ships that he's seen before, and who is he? Like, James Holden has all the answers. Well, not all the answers, but he knows exactly where that ship's from and what it is pretty much. Actually, I'm going to go back right now and see if I can hear what he said, because obviously in episode 4, Close Quarter Battle, he said, oh, I've seen that ship before, but I think I was talking over it when the woman or James actually said the stuff. So I'm going to quickly go back and double check. So I'll put it on the screen like right now. Alright, so I believe it was in this episode 4, Close Quarter Battles. It was before they was evacuating James Holden, I know that. Maybe this. I think it was here.
I think they're diverting power to the...
Nothing matching their profile in
Right.
MCRN or UN.
He says,
Isolate each vessel. I want deep.
Back with my people.
Keep him quiet or gag him. I want IDs. We need to know their capabilities.
I'm sorry, sir, but there's nothing matching their profile in MCRN or UN.
alright, what's this? Is there any details here? Nah, you can't really make anything out from that. But
Isolate
James
each
Holden
vessel.
knows what that
Detailed
is.
imagery and drive signatures on
Okay.
every one of them.
Okay, so we've actually got a shape of the ship.
I've seen a ship like that before.
Flash 3 and 4.
I'm just gonna pause it because it's copyright, but I wanted to find out what if he actually says something.
Lieutenant, the main drive is overloading. We have to shut it down.
Nothing there. And we saw this, obviously.
Guys.
Train for this shit!
Alright, skip forward a little bit. He's like, oh, Yahoo, I'm just a bus driver, okay. Oh yeah, we saw this shit. Crazy shit going on here. Oh, here we go. Come on. I really hope they did say... I might have missed something. I'm not quite sure.
Master caution is lit.
Yeah, this happened, and I was like, oh my god, what the hell?
Man down, medics to CIC.
So you've seen this ship before?
One just like it blew up the Canterbury.
Okay, so what... This, well, obviously, yeah, it blew up the Canterbury, okay, yeah, but do we know, like, where it's from?
They stopped firing. Why?
This man has something to tell you.
Not now.
Oh shit, okay.
Breaching pods on deck. We're being boarded.
Captain, this man has something to tell you.
Not now,
The
Lieutenant.
ships you're fighting are just like the ones that blew up the Canterbury. Whoever's responsible for this is trying to blame Mars for everything.
Right, we saw this.
Lopez, I want you to get Mr. Holden off of this ship and safely back to MCRN command. He's the only person who can directly testify to this.
Alright, I saw all this. I'm not quite sure if there was anything I missed, actually.
I'm not going anywhere without my shipmates.
Get him in his suit!
Maybe she says something here.
Make sure you get this off with him.
Oh shit, what was that? Okay, I missed this. What is that? Is that an information
Make
ship?
sure you get this off with him.
Make sure you get this off with him. Okay, so that contains information. That has something important. And obviously that guy made it to the ship. So that's on his dead body or something. Maybe Alex found that.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, and I saw this. Okay, that's actually really... okay, that's really good. Alright, so there was something I missed. That lady in charge actually gave the Mars guy, like, an information ship or something. So, yeah, he made it to the ship. So, whatever is on that, it's really important. And, yeah, I completely missed that the first time. So, I wonder if we see that this episode, in episode 6, maybe Alex found it when he was putting the Mars guy in, like, a... I don't even know what he did. He obviously gave him, like, a... I don't know, actually. He just put him in a body bag, pretty much, and did, like, a burial in a way, like a space burial, I guess. But that's going to be really interesting to see if we're going to see that chip. If someone could clarify as well if that's actually like an information chip or if it's a memory crypt, because I keep going back and forth on them two, and it'd be better just to know. But yeah, that's going to be really interesting going to this episode. But yeah, this intro has been 18 minutes long, so I'm not going to talk any longer. I want to get straight into this episode. So yeah, this is going to be my reaction to The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 6. Really excited to get straight into this episode. And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this. Alright, this episode is called Rock Bottom.
Don't show up anywhere.
I need to borrow your spy on Tycho Station
What for?
to keep an eye on Fred Johnson. How's your son, Esteban? He's up for parole soon.
You're really gonna play that card?
Right, so this is a completely new character that we know nothing about so far. Apart from that he used to work for... I can't remember what he worked for, but he didn't know if he was on the good guys or the bad guys in the end.
Please cut your engines and release your guidance systems to Tycho.
I thought the mistake they was talking about was Fred Johnson's, like, blowing up the Anderson station. I was going to say, that is not a mistake. He's just a cold-hearted bastard. But no, something like his son. Okay, oh my god.
Prepare for docking clamp capture.
Tycho Station. Okay, this is what the UN lady was talking about. I'll just refer I'll refer to her as the UN lady from now on. Until I memorize the name I have for all of these people.
James Holden? Son of a bitch.
Stay where you are.
You're either some kind of genius, Mr. Holden, or you the luckiest dipshit in the solar system.
Why did you invite us here?
You two were the only witnesses to a series of catastrophic events. You could be the key to stopping all-out war.
We're not the only witnesses.
I broke a peace treaties these days.
Not exactly what you're known for.
Yeah, you're known for way worse.
Tell the others. If I wanted to hurt you, I would have broadcast your transponder and your position to the entire system. Coming here was your only option, but it was also your best option there.
He's got a point, to be honest, this Fred Johnson. He has got a point. And yeah, what the hell's happened with Miller? Let's find out. Jesus Christ, calm down.
I'm leader.
Alright, calm down, man.
You can't do that to him.
Are you serious, Anderson? I knew it might be this guy. Well, it is this guy. Fuck's sake, Anderson, what do you want, man?
I take it then that you don't want to be friends, huh? The old EVA helmets used to burn like that. The contacts would cook your skin. We're going to have a nice long talk, you and I.
About what?
How long depends on you.
Oh god, what's this all about? Like, I don't understand, because Anderson literally gave him information and now he's just kidnapped him. Like, what? Abandoned asteroid mine, a Martian trade zone in the bow. Okay. This guy, the OPA, is he setting up a bomb or something?
What's taking so long?
Setting the last charge now, Uncle Mateo.
Right, I have no clue about that scene.
It was over pretty quick.
You will have to testify.
Testify.
To the UN Security Council. I'm afraid you can't go back to the ship.
Sounds like he doesn't like goodbyes.
I'm taking control of the Tachi right now.
The hell you are.
Right there! Those guns can't help you anymore.
You sure you want to find out if that's true?
Down.
Yeah, someone's trying to breach it.
Poncho,
Just standing behind me.
Yeah, what's that guy doing?
To the ends of the belt.
Holden, tell the butcher to call off his men, or I'll have Alex vent his bloody station.
Yeah, call off your men, mate. Mr. Fred Johnson. We'll butcher that guy. Pun intended.
How's it going out there?
Sir, we have a problem.
I think you do, mate. Yeah, good look at that.
But, really like her shower. It's great water pressure. No.
Jesus, man.
Why do you care so much what happened to this girl?
I wonder if they find her. Nah, they're not going to find her in a hat. I don't know.
Should be in a black freighter right now, buying each other rounds, talking future plans.
Try it on.
I am talking about independence.
Yeah. With you as governor? It's a great idea. Capulet disaster is a dead fish on your doorstep.
You keep missing the point.
That's why you gotta make the Mao case disappear.
What is it?
Love with Julie Mao.
Yeah.
What? Anderson, mate, I think I got the wrong idea. Got what I was actually going to say then, but he's having no luck, is he? He's just being tasered after taser. So this is interesting to find out what this is all about. It's obviously nothing to do with Anderson.
Why is my money floating away? Saban! Stupid good-for-nothing rat.
The net is old.
He has the same accent though, so maybe they are related, they know each other or
I'll
something.
barely make enough to cover the trip.
Attention, Zing Long. This is MCRN Scipio Africanus. Power down and prepare to be boarded.
Mars, what do they want? Yeah.
Cards on the table. That ship is the Scopuli. That's right. I need this frigate to retrieve the lone survivor, Lionel Polanski.
Who?
It's a
Yeah.
He would know more than anyone else about what started this and who's behind it.
There's got to be another ship you can send.
I need a gunship.
Okay. Water control. Okay, this is gonna be interesting.
Hands where I can see them. This year's expired.
What happened, Pebble Jockey? Did you get drunk and forget to renew your license?
I didn't have the script, Copain.
I had to replace
you Belters always got an excuse.
Oh, come on, there must be something.
Leave him alone.
You set up your zone cells where we can and cannot go. You living belly full with your glass palaces while half my people are starving to death? How is this justice?
You skinnies want to take credit for blowing up the Dodger.
Leave him alone. He didn't mean.
Hey, I went easy on you before, but now you're not going to pass through the restricted zone on your way home.
Man, they treat the Belters like shit. You can understand why the OPA has so much hatred and everything.
How do you...
Especially towards Mars and, well, Earth as well, I guess. But they literally treat them like shit. While the Mars people live in their, what's it called, ivory towers.
You're using his crew? How do you know he's not going to space you the second you get out there?
Because you're going to rig the Rossi so it only responds to my command. Because this is my fault.
Oh, okay, it's gonna tell everyone now that it was him who logged the distress call. Shit. How's Amos and Alex gonna respond to this?
I logged the distress call in the camp.
Glad we cleared this up.
I knew. Holden did the right thing.
Shit. I mean, at least this came clean in a way. I wonder what Alex thinks about this.
You should have said something.
Yeah, now Amos is gonna lose pretty much all trust in Naomi after that. After Naomi hasn't told her anything, and Amos so handily follows Naomi through whatever, pretty much. This is really interesting.
Believe that what we are fighting for is just.
You took an innocent kid and you forced her to do your dirty work.
No, she came to me, asked me to help her. She knew what she was doing. She was willing to make a sacrifice for us. She was more than you.
She trusted you. She put herself in your hands. She was your sister. She relied on you to keep her safe.
Would you like me to tell you the real story?
I'm sure you've told so many lies about it, you don't even remember what happened.
My sister Athena was touched by the hand of God. Her bones were like chalk from spending a lifetime in 0G. Was never going to recover. An impossible burden for a dirt poor family of rock hoppers. When she became too ill even to travel, our family was starving.
So you killed her.
And that makes me a monster. There was no script to bury her, so I laid her to rest in a beautiful bauxite tunnel that we discovered together. It's possible to cry so hard that your tears turn to blood. Die as you lived.
Alright, well, that monologue with Anderson was amazing. And yeah, we've learned so much about his character and his motives now. That explains so much about his devotion to the OPA and why he wants everyone to rally behind and live for a better world, I guess. Killed his own daughter, though. Not daughter, sorry. He killed his own sister, man. Oh, man. That was an amazing scene, though. That scene.
Hey, Uncle. What are you doing? Come on. What?
Uncle Mateo.
No! No! God! No! Please! No! Get out!
What's he doing? He's...
I'm sorry!
What? Why has he done? Why has he just done that? Am I missing something? Why did he just
took me out for half an hour?
What?
The Doniger was destroyed by advanced stealth warships.
And Fred Johnson is building the largest spacecraft in human history.
He'd have to be siphoning off resources on a massive scale.
The OPA smuggler we captured was carrying stealth composites. That's not a coincidence.
So maybe the stealth ship was actually the OPA. I don't know, man. I'm really conflicted about that.
The OPA killed your son. You sure this isn't personal?
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Right.
Right. So the OPA actually killed his son. All right. Wonder if we get more about that. I wonder if her son was on Anderson Station. I doubt it, but.
I'm gonna stop talking. 2 more, please.
I just realized he's still wearing the Mars uniform.
It's
Are
an
people not
honest
giving him like
living.
a funny look for wearing that?
More honest than most.
Yeah, Alex is gonna become like a badass now, and he's been flying all sorts of planes. He's gonna be flying the biggest and the baddest. The Tatinati, that's what it was called.
I'll do it.
The ship and the girl, or the lady that Amos said treated him well.
A lot of Martians gave their lives getting us onto this ship.
In the heat of the battle, they fought to get you off the Doniger.
Yeah. The Mars people are
To take out.
really respectable, actually. I really did like that guy that died.
He died for us.
I'll make sure his body's returned to Mars.
Don't know if I trust Kevin Johnson about that. Kevin Johnson? Who the fuck's Kevin Johnson? Fred Johnson. Jesus Christ, man. Me and my names. Kevin Johnson. Where did I get Kevin from? Like, what the hell? God.
They try to access any areas that they shouldn't, and the Rosie's core will self-destruct.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing, Miller? Better not be... What are you doing? Oh no. Are they doing to him what he did to that guy? Come on, Miller, you have to survive. Are they trying to kill him or are they just like torturing him in a way? Oh shit! Who was that? Detective guy, maybe? The one who got spiked? Or was it that woman? It's a woman. Nice. Saved Miller's ass. Thank God for that. Yeah, I was thinking, like, surely Miller's not going to die. I feel like he's, like... Well, he's one of the main characters, but I think he plays such a big role in all the seasons, so... Well, the entire show.
We'll be okay.
You can only live so long.
With a boot to our necks, that's okay. Singlong, you are an unauthorized intercept force. A judge
It's okay, Diogo.
Someone will find you out there.
We'll be okay.
Oh, okay.
Someday, things gonna change.
We'll be okay, Uncle. We'll be okay.
The man's gonna stand up.
Ship's gonna explode. Jesus Christ. Well, somebody better find him. Jesus Christ, he's gonna be floating through space for God knows how long. What about the debris? Surely that's gonna hit him eventually.
We're gonna miss you, pal. Wherever you are. I hope no one there needs medical attention.
Talking about that guy, yeah. That guy was such a good guy, man. So tragic what happened to him with his... Well, at least it wasn't painful, really. His head just got decapitated, so...
You got us off the Doniger.
Yeah, legends. I actually really like the Mars people now.
Those Marines could have saved themselves, gone home to their families, instead of coming back for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew Fred Johnson wasn't just gonna send them back.
convincing.
What's he gonna do? Oh shit,
It's because of you.
I know I'm talking over this, but the thing that the lady gave to him, the information core. What about that? Is that what Fred Johnson's gonna find?
Like,
Shit,
oh,
it is, yeah. Oh no, what does that contain?
Why?
I thought our group was gonna find that, but no, it's
Well,
the
you have to
butcher's
come
to
back
find
to
that. That's not good.
At the
That's
time
not good.
with all those bullets flying.
Oh no. H62.
So what's next for Naomi Nagata when all this blows over?
What the hell is going on? Uplink secured to who? That is freaky, whatever the hell that is. He has like a robotic eye.
Time you remember something, your mind changes it just a little. Until your best and your worst memories. They're your biggest illusions.
Yeah, reconstructed memory.
Just forget it. Make yourself forget it.
It's terrible advice.
Oh yeah, I was thinking. What's he trying? What point is he trying to get across? It's not helping that much. Good old Miller, though, trying to do the right thing. Really like his character. I wonder who my favourite character is right now. Probably Miller, actually. Not sure. Was these two together before? Just feel like they're definitely going to get together again or something. Or something's happened between them. They did mention, like, she said, like, I hated when you used to do that or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking too much into it. Yeah, the police say it's still there. Yes, okay, nice. I'm really interested in this. Let's see what's on this. This is the most... Come on. I'm super interested in this. Jesus Christ, that ship is next level. Should let Alex drive that.
I guess we lost Amos.
Oh, he'll be here in a sec.
The 4, and then there was 4.
I guess I'll put on some coffee.
Him and his coffee. James Holden and his coffee.
You people drive a hard.
Bring your Lionel Polanski home. if he's
Lionel
out there.
Polanski.
In return, I want you to help me find someone. Someday I'll come to you with a name. No questions asked.
That's interesting from Naomi. She wants to find someone. Who could that be? Where's Amos at? There he is. Rocinante, there we go. Awesome.
Jesus, Miller, should I even ask?
Probably not. Alright, let's see. Come on.
Most of it anyway.
I'm really excited for this.
I'm seeing molecular reactions, vibrational resonances, all across the spectrum. Can you hear me?
Some kind of bioweapon?
Where'd this recording come from?
Phoebe. That's what I think. Phoebe Station.
I meant, where'd you get it?
Julie Mao. She bought that from a data broker. She gave it to Dawes. Dawes crewed up this black bag ship, which vanishes with all souls aboard. And then, data broker ends up dead, and ships start blowing up.
We know who's pulling the strings?
Let's play it through. Scientists on Phoebe discover something big. It'll tip the balance of power. The OPA gets wind of it. They send a crew out to steal it. Mission goes south, which leaves someone with a lot of power.
We need to get a sample off Phoebe. Now.
You tell anyone about this?
Just you.
What about this? Copies?
No, it's encrypted. You can't copy it.
Erase Detective Miller's case files and cancel all his clearances.
What are you doing?
You're fired.
What?
He bought you.
Get out.
Oh my god.
What, he buy himself a whole police force?
Have it your way. Security.
What does it go for these days, huh? Undying loyalty.
I'm tired of speaking to a child.
You know, I'm tired of...
Help Mr. Miller find the door. If he gives you
Wow.
any problems, feel free to shoot him.
OPA, fucking hell, they're everywhere. They're literally everywhere. Shit. Anderson Dawes is way more powerful than I thought he was. He's got the head of the police in his pocket. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Miller, what's it called? Found something a bit too big there. My god. So what I believe is that Fred Johnson is sending them to go after this guy, this scientist. And that's a guy who's created this bio weapon or biopower or something that the OPA, including Fred Johnson and Anderson, was trying to get pretty much. And then that caused all these events, like the Canterbury being exploded, the Donahue being self-destructed. All of that came from the OPA trying to get the information from that scientist. So it is the OPA. The OPA are way bigger than I thought. Oh my god. I thought it wouldn't be the OPA, but I think it is. I think it is after all. Miller's gonna go after all of them now.
Thank you kindly, partner.
I might have just missed a few seconds of dialogue, but I think it was worth getting my thoughts out. Because that is massive. Episode's gonna end here, isn't it? That is an epic ship though, my god. End of episode. Yeah, I knew it. That was a really good episode there. Alright, so that was my reaction to The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 6, titled Rock Bottom. A really, really good episode. We learned loads of different things, and I can't believe the ending. I mean, I said it every time, but honestly, the endings are always amazing. And we figured out this time that the head of the police, like that woman in charge, she's actually in the pocket of Anderson Dawes and the OPA. And we saw, as Miller was being escorted, that the officers have OPA tattoos. They're pretty much all in the OPA. Literally everyone is part of the OPA. And yeah, the OPA is way bigger than and yeah, I think now that they're definitely behind all the stuff with the Canterbury and the bombing, because they are massive. And we've got big people like Anderson Dawes and Fred Johnson and all these people. And yeah, we learned way more this episode. I'm gonna go straight into it now. So obviously we got Anderson Dawes. Because last episode people kidnapped Miller, and obviously I did presume it's the OPA, and it was the OPA, and it was actually Anderson Dawes. And yeah, we got a really long monologue about him, and he was talking about everything to do with his sister, and that he pretty much killed his sister, and that scene was amazing. Like the whole speech from him was absolutely amazing. And yeah, it really gives us perspective on why he is the way he is, and like his motives and his reasoning behind the whole OPA. Like, he had to kill his sister, and his entire family, his entire sisters, was so weak because of low gravity. Their bones were like chalk. That's what he said. And yeah, you can completely understand his motives behind everything now. And he even said, like, you know, when you cry so much that your tears turn to blood, like, Jesus Christ. But yes, obviously the data chip that Miller found last episode, he put it in his hat. He still actually has it, and it's really weird because he was actually going to die. Like, they was going to do the same thing to him, the OPA, that Miller pretty much did to that guy in a few episodes ago. Like, chucked him in the airlock for messing with the water or something. But yeah, Miller still has that data chip. So yeah, obviously last episode he found the data chip in Julie's rat. Like, there was a rat in Julie's room, and he found it and obviously put it in his hat. And then he was actually kidnapped after that, but it managed to stay in his hat. And obviously he was trying to like avoid them thoroughly looking into the hat, because he was talking to Anderson like, oh yeah, you want to try it on pretty much to get away suspicion from the hat. And yeah, he was in like an airlock, so the OPA, two of them chucked him in the airlock and was pretty much going to kill him, but that woman detective, she pretty much saved him and shot the guys and got him out. And yeah, he then told the woman about it, and obviously told her a story about his first time killing someone and how there was a little girl there, and she saw everything, and that was really, really bad, obviously. But yeah, you have to get past it. And the woman was like, that is shit advice, Miller. And I was saying, like, what is he talking about? Obviously, it's a really deep story and it's really emotional, but that is not helpful advice at all. Yeah, but anyway, so we saw the data chip, and it was information related to like a bioweapon. So this scientist, I think it was on Phoebe Station, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, this scientist, and it was actually from the data broker. Julie got this chip, or like this footage or whatever, from the data broker that we saw was there. The same data broker that obviously stole the identity of the guy in space that we saw dying on the screens when Miller went in. And yeah, the information contained a guy, a scientist, I can't exactly remember his name, who pretty much discovered something about a bioweapon or something to do with biochemicals. I'm pretty sure it was a bioweapon. Like, he discovered something which would completely change everything that they know pretty much about weapons and that kind of stuff. And yeah, so the OPA got wind of this, specifically Anderson Dawes, and obviously Fred Johnson. I'm going to go into Fred Johnson and his connection to all of this in a minute. But yeah, Anderson Dawes, I presume, as well. He sent like a group of OPA, and I presume it's in the stealth ship that we saw blew up the Canterbury. So it's all connected in that kind of way, because obviously the OPA got sent over there in stealth ships to go and pretty much get the data and steal the information pretty much. But that obviously backfired, and then it turned out I'm not quite sure how the scopula links into all of this, because obviously the scopuli and Julie and Anderson, it all is connected, and Julie was doing her service in a way, going out there. So I don't know if Julie was also going to get that information, or yeah, what's up with that. But obviously the OPA failed. They failed to get the information, and the Canterbury went to the scopuli, and the OPA might have presumed that they was going for the information as well. Then the OPA blew up the Canterbury, and yeah, all the events set in motion, and yeah, it led to where we are now. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened, and that's the story so far. Like, that's how everything started. It was all to do with this one scientist and the OPA, and yeah, all this stuff happening is because of the OPA. I did not expect the OPA to be as big as it is. Like, the OPA is massive. It is in control of so much stuff, and yeah, they're actually way more powerful than I thought they are. Like, because we've seen, like, Anderson Dawes, he has the police, the main policewoman in his pocket, and the police people around. We saw the tattoos. Like, it's crazy how much OPA there is everywhere. But yeah, Fred Johnson's links to this is really interesting. Because obviously when the Tati, I can't say the name of it, but yeah, when the ship came to Fred Johnson, he wanted them to go after this scientist, this guy, this Trotsky, was it? I don't think it's Trotsky. It's not Russian, but I don't know why I mentioned Trotsky. But it was this guy, this scientist, and Fred Johnson wants, obviously, James Holden, and well, he just really wanted James Holden and their group, pretty much, our crew, to go after this guy, to go to Phoebe Station, and to pretty much get this information. So yeah, Fred Johnson, I feel like, was the man behind all of this. He was the one that told the OPA to go get the information from Phoebe Station, and his actions pretty much led to the Canterbury getting destroyed, pretty much exploded, and yeah, pretty much led to the Donegal getting self-destructed. So yeah, there's a massive connection between Fred Johnson, the OPA. I'm not sure if Fred Johnson is actually connected to Anderson Dawes, but I presume so anyway. So yeah, there's actually one more final thing I wanted to mention, which was obviously we was introduced to two new main characters. Well, not main characters, we was introduced to two new characters. So yeah, it was two guys, and obviously one of them is just a boy, and one of them is like his uncle. And yeah, so they was pretty much going, I don't know what they was doing, but they was trying to get like material, like it was an abandoned mine, and they was pretty much exploding it to harvest it or something. And obviously Mars caught wind of this, and they sent these people to go over. It was like border control or something. So yeah, they sent these two people, and yeah, these Mars people just being dickheads, because they just treat the Baltans like they're inferior, pretty much. Like the Mars people up here, and the Baltans are down here in their perspective. And obviously, yeah, they're treating the Baltans like shit, and they're treating two guys like shit. And the Baltar actually kind of went off saying, you live in your ivory towers, you literally get everything, and everyone, the OPA, well, not the OPA, but all the Baltars are dying from all these diseases and conditions. We don't have even fresh water, we don't have any food, we don't have nothing, and we have to get by while you live in your ivory tower and get all the food you want. And again, that's one of the main reasons for the OPA, and I completely understand that, actually. I think the OPA is actually a good cause. They're trying to improve the life of everyone, all the Baltars, literally everyone dying from all these conditions. Like on the Anderson Station, they was protesting for their children's, all the diseases and conditions, and yeah, trying to get a better life for their children. And yeah, obviously the UN blowing up Fred Johnson. I don't know what to think of Fred Johnson, man. He's just a completely, I don't know, he's a very mysterious character, and he's a very brutal and cold character. But yeah, I'm really interested in seeing where that's going to go. But yeah, we saw him because he got so pissed afterwards, and he pretty much, like, I'm pretty sure he ran the ship and the rocks with him into like a Mars base or something, because obviously he entered unauthorized airspace, and the Mars, I'm not sure if they actually exploded, like bombed him, or if he like pretty much suicide bomb, like went into the Mars ship and killed the Mars ship and himself. And yeah, we also saw him letting the kid go, pretty much. Like, he chucked him into the airlock and gave him like a suit and stuff, and now he's just floating in space. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that. Maybe that'll be a really interesting, really vital part down the line. I'm really interested in that. Maybe the kid floating around in space will become a really major character down the line. That's going to be super interesting. Again, there's just all these interesting things going on, and there's so much different storylines. And yeah, I'm just really loving this show so far. This episode was, again, a really great episode. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the episode here, the reaction here. Really hope you enjoyed my reaction. This was a really, really good episode to watch. Really enjoyed it. And yes, yeah, that was my reaction to The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 6, titled Rock Bottom. And yeah, cheers for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.